What if I told you Justin Bieber just made a $150 million move, a chess master flipping the board mid-game, or a thunderstorm about to break over the traditional music industry that could shake up the traditional music industry? This isn't just another comeback, it's a calculated shift that could reshape how artists control their careers. Stick with me because I'm about to show you how Bieber's power play is challenging the chains that have bound artists for decades. I've followed Bieber's journey for years, watched him climb to stardom like a roller coaster ride with no safety harness, thrilling and terrifying all at once, witnessed him skyrocket like a comet, only to come crashing down under the weight of fame. Seeing him rise again now feels like witnessing a phoenix emerging from the ashes, but this time, he's carrying a sledgehammer, not just a microphone. And if you've ever felt trapped by a system bigger than yourself, whether in music, work, or life, Bieber's comeback is your wake-up call. So lean in because this isn't just his fight, it's yours too. Number 1. The industry's control over artists. Let's pull back the curtain on how the music industry has long kept artists under its thumb. Picture this, a puppeteer pulling strings, dictating every move while the artist dances. These so-called 360 deals lock artists into giving up their masters, creative control, and most of their earnings, all for a taste of fame. As Prince famously said, if you don't own your masters, your master owns you. That one sentence sums up the struggle perfectly. For those unfamiliar, masters refer to the original recordings of an artist's music. Owning the masters means having control over licensing, streaming, and revenue generation. Labels typically own these, leaving artists dependent. Without control of their masters, artists often miss out on long-term revenue from streaming, movies, commercials, and any future re-releases of their work. Think about it, years down the line, your biggest hit could be used in a blockbuster film, but without owning your masters, you might not see a dime from it. So why do artists sign these deals? The answer lies in the promise of infrastructure. Labels handle the heavy lifting, funding recording sessions, organizing worldwide tours, offering access to industry connections, and crafting marketing campaigns that can catapult unknown singers into global superstars. It's like being handed a key to a high-speed train when you're standing at the station with no ride. But here's the trade-off. The artist is often locked into contracts that funnel most of their revenue back to the label, while relinquishing long-term control over their creations. It's a steep price for entry, one that leaves many artists yearning for ownership once they've tasted success. Knowing this gives you, the viewer, more clarity. Next time you stream a song or buy concert tickets, you'll know exactly how the machine works behind the scenes and how much of that actually reaches the artist. Number 2. Bieber's early career, a controlled asset. Before we dive into Bieber's strategy, let's understand how he started on this treadmill. This gives you, the viewer, an insight into how even the most successful artists aren't immune to being controlled. Now, let's rewind the tape and zero in on Bieber. At just 13, he signed his first major deal, a golden ticket, but with invisible strings attached. Imagine a chess piece moved by unseen hands. Every album, tour, and appearance meticulously planned, with little say from the young star himself. We all saw the toll. In a candid GQ interview, Bieber once confessed, "There was a time when I was really suicidal. Like, man, is this pain ever going to go away?" His words revealed just how deep the pressure and lack of control cut. Meltdowns, public breakdowns, a mental health spiral, all symptoms of a system designed to prioritize profits over people. And here's something for you to take away. The next time you see a young artist skyrocketing overnight, remember, they might be struggling behind the scenes, caught in a contract that dictates their every move. Fame without freedom is a heavy burden. Number 3. What's different about Bieber's $150 million comeback? But here's where things take a sharp turn. Bieber's comeback? It's not business as usual. This time, he's not just stepping back into the game, he's flipping the board and scattering the pieces. According to multiple sources, including Variety and Billboard, Bieber recently sold the rights to his music catalog for approximately $200 million to Hipgnosis Songs Capital. Mert Mercuriadis, CEO of Hipgnosis, emphasized, the impact of Justin Bieber's catalog acquisition is significant. It signals the rising power of artists in negotiating their legacy and future. While this may seem counterintuitive, it's a strategic move that provides Bieber with massive upfront capital and the flexibility to negotiate future creative control and partnerships on his terms. For approximately $200 million to Hipgnosis Songs Capital. While this may seem counterintuitive, it's a strategic move that provides him with massive upfront capital and the flexibility to negotiate future creative control and partnerships on his terms. Additionally, Bieber has leveraged his brand to form direct partnerships with companies like Spotify and YouTube, eliminating the need for traditional label intermediaries. For viewers, this is an example of how digital platforms are leveling the playing field. If you're a creator in any field, Bieber's approach teaches one thing. The closer you can get to your audience, the more control and reward you can retain, eliminating the need for traditional label intermediaries. By focusing on streaming, merchandising, and exclusive content deals, he ensures higher profit shares and greater autonomy. It's like watching someone walk out of a cage and toss the keys back inside, daring others to follow. Number 4. How other artists compare. Let's zoom out. Taylor Swift fought for her masters. Prince waged war with Warner Bros. Kanye, exposed contract pages for the world to see. But Bieber's move? It's a different beast. Why? Because he's at the height of his career, wielding not just influence but cold, hard leverage. With streaming dominating and fan bases more connected than ever, Bieber's strategy is like a wrecking ball smashing through the old castle walls and building something new where artists reign supreme. However, it's worth noting, not every artist has Bieber's leverage. Many up-and-coming talents depend on label resources to build their brand. For them, the key lesson is understanding when and how to pivot, gaining enough following and resources to renegotiate or take control, just like Bieber did. It's not an overnight change, but knowing your value early on is crucial. And here's the value for you as a viewer. Whether you're an aspiring artist, creator, or entrepreneur, the real takeaway is timing and self-awareness. Start by using the system to your advantage, gather resources, build your audience, but always keep your long-term independence in mind. When the opportunity arises to shift the power dynamics, be ready to seize it. Bieber's example shows that control isn't given, it's earned and taken when the moment is right. Bieber's approach may not be universally replicable, but it certainly sets a precedent for what's possible. Number 5. Industry fallout and future implications. Behind closed doors, trust me, the industry's alarm bells are ringing. If Bieber's $150 million power play becomes the new norm, the traditional label model faces serious disruption. Imagine a domino effect, younger artists realizing they can carve their own paths without signing their souls away. New platforms rising, fans engaging directly, control shifting entirely to the creators. Already we're seeing hints of it: Patreon, NFTs, fan-funded projects. For you, the fan, it means you're no longer just a consumer. You're part of the ecosystem that empowers creators directly. Each stream, share, or crowdfunding pledge shifts power away from traditional gatekeepers and into the hands of artists. But here's the real value for you. It's not just about music. This shift mirrors changes in every creative field, whether you're a writer, filmmaker, or entrepreneur. Bieber's comeback shows that when technology removes barriers, the people who support you, your audience, become your investors, your marketers, your lifeline. Supporting creators today doesn't just fuel their freedom, it shapes the future of entire industries. Whether you choose to buy directly from an artist, back a project on Kickstarter, or simply share their work, you're actively rewriting the rules alongside them. Bieber's comeback might just be the spark that lights the fuse for this creator-led revolution. But you, the viewer, are the fuel that keeps it burning. Bieber's comeback might be the spark that lights the fuse, turning the old system into little more than rubble. And here's the key takeaway for you. So, is Bieber's $150 million comeback a signal that the old guard is losing its grip? It might be the start of a larger shift. He's not only reclaiming control, he's rewriting the rules, tearing down the walls of a fortress built to keep artists out. The next time you support an artist, whether by streaming their music, buying a ticket, or sharing their work, remember the role you play in this shift. You have the power to support creators directly and be part of a system that values their independence. Here's what I want to know. Will other artists have the courage to follow Bieber's lead? Or will fans and creators alike help shape a new model where control is shared more equally? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the music industry as we know it is living on borrowed time? Smash that like button if you're ready to see artists take back their power, and subscribe because this story, it's far from over.